10 Interesting Facts About Die Hard. 20th Century Fox went for the fences with a high-concept movie starring a mostly unknown ensemble back when summer movies still meant anything. Die Hard is still regarded as one of the best action films more than 30 years after its release. We provide 10 interesting facts about Die Hard in honor of one of our favorite movies. Number 10. Originally intended for Frank Sinatra, Die Hard. Die Hard, which is based on the Roderick Thorpe book Nothing Lasts Forever, is really a sequel to Thorpe's previous book The Detective, which was made into a 1968 movie starring Frank Sinatra as hard-boiled policeman Joe Leland. Sinatra, who is now in his early 70s, was contractually required by 20th Century Fox to accept the role in Die Hard, but he turned it down. Number 9. While filming, Bruce Willis became partially deaf. The use of extremely loud blanks helped to increase the realism in a few situations, but when one was fired too near Bruce Willis' ear, it permanently damaged his hearing. He said, "Due to an injury on the original Die Hard, I suffer from 2/3 partial hearing loss in my left ear and have a propensity to exclaim, 'Wah?'" Number 8. It was originally a book. Even while you may not expect a literary classic like Die Hard to have literary ambitions, it does. That would be Nothing Lasts Forever, a 1979 Los Angeles crime novel by Roderick Thorpe, which has many of the same qualities as but has the same sense of the underdog. That is, if you believe Ryan Vlastelica of the AV Club when he claims, Leland is a former policeman who entered the security consulting field rather than a middle-aged, middle-class police officer. While McClane and Leland insult Gruber over the radio, Leland is more polished, and McClane's smart aleck attitude is a sign that he is out of his element. Number 7. Producer spent the price of a college tuition on glass. A significant amount of glass is broken in Die Hard by various means, including firing it, jumping through it, and ripping it out of foot. In total, the producers of the movie cost around $130,000 just on glass alone. Number 6. Fox paid for the use of Nakatomi Plaza by itself. Fox Plaza, the corporate office of 20th Century Fox, is the structure that plays the part of Nakatomi Plaza in the movie. Filming took place on the vacant 33rd and 34th floors because the skyscraper was still under construction at the time. But even though Fox produced Die Hard, they still had to pay a location leasing fee to utilize the venue. Number 5. Shakespeare served as an inspiration to the director. Speaking of literary roots, filmmaker John McTiernan's fondness of Shakespeare contributed to his decision to have everything happen in one night. Shakespeare's classic A Midsummer Night's Dream gave McTiernan the idea to modify the plot so that everything happened in one night, as the independent notes ensuring the narrative complied with Aristotle's fundamental ideas of dramatic unity as stated in his work Poetics. Number 4. Another hit disaster movie served as inspiration. The 1974 disaster film The Towering Inferno, in which Paul Newman and Steve McQueen race to the top of the tallest building in the world while escaping a fire, served as another source of inspiration for the movie in addition to its literary inspiration. Number 3. None of the terrorists speak German. The actors who played Gruber's thugs weren't chosen for their proficiency in German. They merely uttered nonsense that sounded like German in the theatrical release because no one could speak the language. For the home video release, this was dubbed with real German, although astute viewers will see that the lips are incorrect. Number 2. Genuinely freaked out, Gruber appeared to be about to fall off the building. Hans Gruber's expression of astonishment in the iconic photograph of him plunging over the Nakatomi Tower's edge was not entirely the result of his excellent acting. Although he was ready to descend 25 feet onto an airbag below, producer Joel Silver dropped him at the count of 1 rather than the intended 3. Number 1. Frank Sinatra was the first to attempt the part. The chairman could have appeared like a strange option for the character of McClane given his age at the time of the movie's casting, 73, and his lack of notable acting experience. However, he had already portrayed the same role in a 1968 version of Thorpe's earlier book The Detective. Although the producers were legally required to give him the part, he thankfully declined it.